Hey guys, Ben here from If Nutrition, and in today's video we're going to be covering visceral fat, what it is and how you can get rid of it naturally. Now firstly, it's healthy to have a level of fat. Our bodies need it for all sorts of things, including our hormonal balance, so we do need an amount of fat. But visceral fat is different because not all fat is created equal, and some of it is actually bad, and that's where visceral fat comes into the equation. Now, visceral fat is a type of fat that builds up within our abdominal cavity, and this can form around our stomach, our liver and our intestines, but it can also start forming within our arteries, which is really bad news. Storing higher amounts of visceral fat has also been linked to an increased risk in developing certain health conditions such as type 2 diabetes, which obviously none of us want to get. Okay, so the other big issue with visceral fat is a lot of people don't realise that they've actually got a higher level than what they really want to have, because the only way you can really test for it is with things such as MRI scans, which can scan deep to find out what level of visceral fat you've got. But if you are not adopting a healthy lifestyle, which means that you're making poor food choices, you're grabbing convenient, quick foods full of trans fats, you're not really exercising, the chances are you've probably got a level higher than what you want when it comes to visceral fat. Also, if you're also carrying around quite a level of extra surface fat, then you're probably going to want to take heed to 5 of the tips in this video, because it is going to help you with either one of these. So without further ado, let's get into tip number 1. And that is, let's sort our calories out. If you are carrying around a higher level than you want of fat or visceral fat, then you are consuming more calories than your body needs. So the first thing that you're going to need to do is work out the calories in which you require on a daily basis to basically do your thing for your body to be able to maintain itself. And we're going to want to chop some of those out so that we put you in a calorie deficit. This is going to cause you to slowly then lose weight, which is going to help reduce that visceral fat. So for those of you who want to work out your calories and macros in order to know what you need to be shooting for in the form of calories and macros, I'll include a link below. You just pop your details in and it will basically give you the numbers that you should be aiming for on a daily basis in order to lower that weight. Okay, tip number 2, eat more protein. People that eat more protein, they're supporting their lean muscle, but also protein fills you up and also has a higher thermic effect, which means our body needs to use more calories in order to break protein down than any of the other macronutrients. So not only is consuming more protein going to help fill you up, meaning that you are probably going to snack less or want to snack less, your body is also going to use more calories burning that macronutrient and breaking it down. And also, like I said, it is going to help support your lean muscle gain when we come on to one of the further tips. Okay, tip number 3, reduce stress and increase your sleep quality. So we need to be shooting for around 8 hours of quality sleep a night, and also reducing our stress. People that are highly stressed or are not getting enough sleep see elevated levels of cortisol, known as the stress hormone, and when that bad boy is around, it also increases our desire to eat and snack, and has been shown that an increase in cortisol levels increases our appetite, i.e. makes us want to eat more, and also it enables the body to hold more fat and to store more fat. Basically kills our fat loss process, which we obviously don't want. So do your best to try and eliminate stress and also increase that sleep quality, aiming for around 8 hours of good quality uninterrupted sleep. Tip number 4, resistance training. The good thing with resistance training is it gets us moving. It is good for us from a cardiovascular standpoint because it's going to elevate that heart rate. Also, by putting stress on our muscles, it is going to cause our muscles to break down and be rebuilt bigger, which means that as our muscles get bigger, they need more calories in order to do their thing, which means that we're going to be burning more calories. But also the benefit with resistance training is it doesn't create the hunger that doing quite stress-loaded cardiovascular exercises such as running and things like that actually bring on. And obviously it's then counterproductive if we're doing a lot of cardiovascular exercise, but then we're being made to be more hungry, which means that we're then eating those calories back. So resistance training for that has been shown to be very beneficial. Okay, and finally, tip number 5, reduce things like processed food, trans fats, and look at your food choices. You do not want to be grabbing a lot of junk food, a lot of convenience food. These things are loaded with trans fats and a load of other processed nasties that are not going to give your body the sustenance, the nutrition that it needs. And a lot of these foods, although they can taste really nice at the time, they're very high in calories, they're very low in macronutrients and micronutrients, meaning our body is not really getting what it needs from them. And also they do not fill you up as well as whole unprocessed foods are going to fill you up. And the good news with this is that you don't need to suddenly start buying everything organic. You just need to start making a few smarter choices and food swaps, and that will help you on the way to not only giving your body more of the food and the nutrients that it needs, but also filling you up for longer. And as a side effect, it will probably be a lot more cost effective too. So as always, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you found it useful. If you have, make sure you smash that like button. If you're new here, consider subscribing and hitting that bell icon for more content just like this to help you get the body that you want faster and easier than you thought possible. And I'll see you in the next video.